you have to break it down into physical, mental, spiritual, right? So you have those three health facets. Within that, you also have wealth, right? So what is wealth by definition? People think that wealth is money, but what money is not wealth. Wealth is abundance. So what does it mean to live an abundant lifestyle, right? So I have my health in check as a foundational plate for all of what I'm going to build on my life. So unless I have health, I don't have anything else. You can have a loving girl or a great relationship, a ton of money, but if you don't have health, you have nothing, right? Look at Steve Jobs, dead in his 50s, right? He built $1 trillion company, but didn't have his health. Okay, and so health, wealth, love, which is relational, personal, and mental, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others, and then relationships that you hold. And then happiness. And I think happiness isn't this idea of being happy all the time, but it could be translated to purposeful living. And that's a living where you wake up in the morning and you're glad to be alive. And I usually often say the wealthiest man is the one that wakes up with the least pressure on his chest. The one that wakes up in the morning is like, it's a good day. What else do you want? Doesn't matter where that is, if you can actually say that with true, genuine, like honesty, with all the areas of your life checked, not being unhealthy in your bed, sick, and being like, it's a good day. No, it ain't a good day, right? It ain't a good day. Pragmatically speaking. And I think that that is a great definition for what it means to live successful living as a jack of all trades. What that looks like is different for every person. For one person, it may be CrossFit. For another person, it may be calisthenics. For another person, it may be the carnivore diet. For this person, maybe vegan. That's the beauty of the world, is that, like I said before, there's many ways to the top of the mountain. And once you arrive to that mountain, you realize that there's other mountains to climb. Right? And you're like, oh shit, I'm still at the base.
Is there any, like, in any of those different verticals or facets of life, what are you, do you have one that you're more intentionally working on right now? Or I would love to hear, like, I love that you're breaking it down in such a modular way and like breaking down your perspective on creating it. But like, what is the specific focus for you right
So
now in this season of life as you're
so
dominating side quests?
the big one for health is understanding that movement is freedom. So if we turned over the cameras and I asked you guys to do certain stretches, how to move and stuff like that, it would give me an understanding as to how much time you actually take care of your body, right? Because pumping iron and doing like flat movements and movements that are rigid doesn't mean you're healthy.
Yeah.
Having big arms doesn't mean you're healthy, right? What does your gut health tell you? What does your blood work tell you? What is your oxygenation level? What are the things that you're contaminating in your body? What's your diet? What are you listening to? What water do you drink? These are all factors of health.
Yep.
So right now I'm focused on health. What do I mean by health? Getting to a place where I'm at balance. So what do I mean by balance? Making sure that when I wake up, inside my daily lifestyle, not as a forceful thing like, oh, I got to go to the gym, that I stretch, that I sunbathe, that I organic, clean, whole foods, no processed garbage, as little as possible, spring water, and then spending a lot of time in oxygenated open areas. That is health, like very simple. So I don't want to be checking my phone at 11:30 at night looking at what's happening in Yemen and the kids that are getting bombed there. As unfortunate as it is, me going to bed with that information as negative energy translates to how I'm going to sleep. How I sleep then translates into my REM cycles and translates as to how I'm going to wake up physically the next morning. So it's all compounding. So now after 10, I don't touch my phone, whether it's positive, negative, because I can control what the algorithm's going to feed me, right? So what do I need to do? I need to be the one that controls what I feed my physical health right before I go to sleep. So it's everything, bro. It's intuitive of every fucking thing that you do. Because when you see the way broadly, you will see it in all things. It translates to everything that you do. The reason you tan isn't to just be tan.
Yep.
You tan because it makes you more fucking money. Let me explain it to you.
Well, you don't have to tell me, brother.
You get tan, you get vitamin D, you become healthy. Your sleep cycles are in check,
Yeah.
which therefore you sleep better. You're going to look healthier, you're going to look better, you're going to look more plump. You don't think all those things are going to lead you to make more money? You tanning for 15 minutes is a business play. It's a money play. But you do not perceive it with those eyes. Therefore you see it as a chore. And that's where you lose, that's where I win. That's why I do it with passion. Because I understand that everything that I do is a culmination of the outcome of my life. Everything that I eat, every push-up that I do equals outcomes in life. All of it. So it goes beyond like the things. It's just a way of being, dude.
Oh no, I love it.
Yeah.
I was like kind of, I guess maybe fishing for some of those specific things, and it's really
It
interesting.
morphs every day. That's the thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's really interesting too hearing these specific health things, because that's like before I ever had any money at all. That's what I was really doing. That's what I built the majority of my brand off of.
Yeah,
It
sick.
was a lot of like movement stuff, injury prevention, like joint health.
Which is so important, dude.
So important
Because people neglect that shit.
100%. And I think that, now as I've transitioned and learned and become better in figuring out like the money game and being an entrepreneur, like those things give you so much of an edge, because now you're operating with so much more like to person A and person B. Person A could even have more entrepreneurial spirit, or even like me, right? Like it's funny to look at myself when, 2 years ago when I was doing all of that stuff constantly, because I didn't really have that much going on. I was just training, I was just sun tanning, I was really working on how my joints feel and what things I'm doing in the gym that create a holistic functioning body. Then you take that energy and that spirit into anything you're going to do from a business lens, and it's like automatically 10 times more effective, because there's swagger, there's force behind it.
You always, if you ever see anyone like with money that's like out of shape, pasty, not tanned, that they're maybe fat, they just don't eat healthy. There's something not in line there.
Well, they're not in line. This idea that being extremely overweight is a natural state. It is not a natural state. That is a new man phenomenon.
And you subconsciously know it.
Yep.
People that weighed 250, 300 pounds, 150, 200 years ago were part of circus shows. I'm not making this up. They were circus freaks. I'm not saying you're a circus freak. We live in a different world, but we live in a fucking circus. So there's circus freaks everywhere. And I'm not saying that there aren't people that have genetic predispositions and that doesn't exist. But what I'm saying is, if you're out here eating fucking McDonald's every single day and you feel like shit, it's because you're eating shit. So you are what you eat. So if you're out here eating shit, what are you? Fill in the blank.
Shit. Yeah.
I love it. I'm gonna send you a bunch of like esoteric health and fitness
I'm
stuff.
down, bro. I'm down.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff for you. Yeah, I mean, this has been great.
I feel like we could go way deeper on a lot of things.
Yeah,
We could keep this
getting
running for a couple hours, but
it's
it's
getting a
been a
little
good
dark.
one.
It's
It's
getting
been
a
a
little
good season one.
season one. Yeah, I mean, as we're wrapping up, want to be cognizant of your time and stuff like that. Like, is there any last message that you would want to share with the associates of the associates?
Don't fuck up your life. Don't fuck it up. That's it. Like, don't fuck up your life.
I
What
love.
else you want me to tell you? It's your choice.
Perfect. That camera went out? Okay. Guys, that was episode, was it 25?
25.
Episode 25 of the Associates Podcast. Luke's links in the description. You guys already know who he is. All our links are in the description. Go check him out.
Thanks for
Join the Telegram. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
It was fire. Great
And,
session.
yeah, we'll see you guys later.